Welcome to the Elemental Weather Report for April 2026. My name is Arien Gabriella, and for the first time in a couple months, I am finally outside. It feels so good to actually have weather that's kind of, sort of, a little bit not freezing, so I can actually be out here in nature, my happiest place on earth. February and March were full of chaos, instability, and constant stress. But in April, there's finally some good news. April marks the start of positive, fresh beginnings and happy changes. Even though it is kind of a slow build, it's not an instant thing. This month, you'll start to settle, rest, and restructure after a very tumultuous February and March. So let's get started to talk about the dominant element, which is air. Air is a masculine element. It governs our skies, it governs the breath, it governs the pranayama, life itself, and it's responsible for breathing life into new things and giving it energy and power. It's a highly mental energy, and it excels in transformation and change energy. So this month, it's great to have the air element as dominant because air is blasting through old structures and pillars that need to be removed in our personal and individual lives to make space for the new. So individually, that could look like changing jobs, romance, blooming or falling apart, but mostly blooming is a pretty happy month. Income increasing, you name it. But I'm guided specifically to talk very much about the macro level changes that you can possibly expect in this month because that's going to be affecting all of us. So on the macro level, this could look like policies, laws, or structures in our lives that we thought would always be there and that we've got very accustomed to always being there, falling apart or beginning to be dismantled. And this will happen very publicly and visibly. This could be federal laws, such as the overturning of laws. This could also look like certain people, like celebrities or famous people, being defamed or having their true nature exposed for all to see so that we can decide who our new leaders and influences are and make good decisions about those leaders, that they're positive and healthy instead of toxic and negative. But this is part of the old falling away. As we know, breakups are very hard. They're always painful, even if they're necessary and useful. So this kind of restructuring, these overturning of laws, these defamings of certain celebrities, politicians, or famous people are just another way that we as a collective are breaking up with the old toxicity that we no longer want and need so that we have the opportunity to choose something new, because we can't choose the new unless we're honest about what is. And this is part of that. So expect the shock and the revelations to continue in our news outlets. It's going to be continuing for some time to come, so just get used to it. This is going to be happening on a rolling basis. The key, though, is for you to remember that as these old structures are falling away, it allows space to build the new. It's very common when change happens for us to focus on what's ending and falling apart instead of focusing on the fact that with every ending comes a new beginning. When you see structures falling apart, people's true natures being exposed, I want you to remember that on the other side of that, that's something good. New leaders, new celebrities or influencers that are spiritually aligned and healthy and a proper role model for ourselves and our young children, new jobs, new relationships. It's all making way for the new. And the air element is really what's at work behind all of this restructuring and reheaval. It is blasting away and revealing what we no longer need and blasting away old energies so that there's actually space for something tremendous and something positive and new. The air element is also an amazing element to help you balance your mind and your mental state. It can be very easy to come and be anxious, to go into catastrophizing around these different changes and upheavals, but the air element is here to balance us. It can calm our anxieties, it can calm our mind, help us be clear-headed, and help us move through these changes with more ease and more mental clarity. If you're finding clarity and grounding in this message, please sure to like, share, subscribe. And if you want to go deeper into elemental magic, I do have a Patreon community and I do offer private sessions as well. So now let's talk about the secondary and supporting energy of the month, because it's not all about the air element. The secondary element for April is earth. So earth is a feminine energy that grounds, that stabilizes and nurtures. She is the divine mother. She helps us grow the new, plant new seeds, and reap harvest. So earth is here this month to help you connect with your feminine power. She's here to help you imagine what could be and to help use your own feminine creative force, whether you're a man or a woman. Everyone has some level of feminine creative force within them to build the new structures that you want to see individually and collectively now that the old is falling away. The earth element will help you cultivate and plant your seeds of intentions for the new year and beyond, and help you build new, strong, permanent foundations that are healthier and that don't need to be torn down because they're already built right with the right energies the first time. The earth element will also help you ground and stabilize and add another level of nurturing and calm during April, which really is a month of breakthroughs and changes. And it will provide fertile soil for your intentions to grow. April is an amazing month to connect with the earth element just in general, to remember your connection with the earth, to remember your own creative feminine spark. So I recommend that now that the weather is starting to get a little bit nicer, that you go out as much as you can, connect with the earth or go to the beach, find a way to ground and really ask Mother Earth to be with you, to assist you through this time, and to help the spirit of nature itself guide as you set intentions for the future, because it's an earth and nature centered focus that's going to be the future of this collective at large. And I mean the planet at large. So the way that the collective is going to rebuild itself is through nature and the wisdom that nature provides. And nature can be a wealth of wisdom for you as well. If you don't know what you want, if you don't know who you are, and you don't know what you want to build, it's in nature that you'll find that. So how are these elements, earth and air, are working together to benefit you? Earth and air, actually, while unusual, is an amazing combination for anyone who has to go through change, because it provides a perfect balance of mental and physical stability. The air element keeps you open-minded and excited for new change. It balances your mental state, calms anxieties, and the earth element grounds and stabilizes you in her warm, loving embrace so that you don't feel just carried away by the air element like you're blowing every which way in a chaotic formation. So you have your roots and you have your mental clarity intact with this beautiful earth-air combo. As stated, the earth element is also here to make sure that the foundations you lay this April and beyond are actually permanent. So it's going to be a beautiful stabilizing force. It's not like this month there's a change and then it's like, oh, there's another change in a couple months from now. No, like these changes are long-term, sustainable, positive changes. And that's another reason why the earth element is here, because earth doesn't move easily. Like once it sets, it sets. And this is really the kind of energy that we want with this beautiful month of April, because it's going to allow the light to really take root into our lives on a macro and individual level. So these changes that are coming in slowly but surely are here to stay and will build. So that's really awesome. The earth and the air combo is also really great for anyone who's very stubborn, who is kind of in the same place and like doesn't want to move, or is very resistant to change, or is trying to make a change but just not sticking to it. This earth air combo is a perfect combo for you to help you get stable, get excited, and be consistent with what you need to do in order to get where you want to be. So this could look like exercise. I'm getting that some of you have an exercise routine that you are either starting or that you've fallen off from. Earth air combos are really great to get that exercise routine going, to keep you going to the gym or wherever you go to stay healthy. If you're looking to get that business off the ground, or you're looking to break through as an artist, the earth air combo is also really great because it will help you be consistent in producing and showing up the way that you need to do for your business and for your art. And if you've had your eye on someone, the earth air combo can keep your heart open and keep you level headed and grounded so that you can welcome new romance without getting so carried away and it turning into a weird like limerence situation. Some of you are also going to be moving this April. Some of you it's going to be a literal move to a new house or new country. And some of you is a metaphorical move. And some of you it's both. But either way, the changes are ushering in a permanence in terms of the energies that surround you. And this move is a permanent change, not in the literal sense that you're always going to be where you are forever, but it's a permanent change away from the reality that you're leaving behind, if that makes sense. So even though you might change homes again or apartments again, whatever, in the future, the energies that surround you, the reality that surrounds you is permanent. So even though collectively the storm that we're in isn't really over, April kicks off a season for massive change for those of you who have been doing the work and living in integrity, in truth, in justice, and in empowerment. Because again, this is a year that will give you what you put out. So if you've been putting out good, happy, positive things, April is the month that you will begin to reap that. If you've been dealing with an unfair situation, April is also a month where you can get justice. So welcome these beautiful changes, these transformations, this abundance that is flowing into the month of April, especially around the third week. I don't know why the third week of April feels really significant, but there's something about that week that's really big for a lot of you. So welcome those changes. So my name is Arien Gabriella. I'm an Akashic record reader, elemental magic magician, and divine enchantress. Check out Patreon for sound healing to help you ground into the elements or to join my beautiful community in love. Like, share, subscribe if you like my content, and check out my booking page if you'd like me to use my elemental gifts to assist you on your growth. I love you so much and have a great day.